Right, how's everyone doing? Great, I hope. Uh, you know, people have asked me, the Atari VCS, it's written we would do to make it better than what it is when it comes out, And we say, yeah, I mean, there's plenty Atari could do to make it better. Now, this is the Atari Flashback 8. Now, I'm just using this as an example of what I think Atari should do to make the Atari VCS better. Well, first of all, they should put a cartridge slot in it, so we could play Atari 2600 games, because there's hundreds of Atari games on cartridge, rare games that would be awesome to play on. I mean, because not every would be awesome. Because see that wardrobe there, I've got loads of Atari games in there that I'd love to be able to stick into my Atari VCS. Now, I wouldn't change the way the Atari VCS looks. It looks something like this with the wood grain and all. But I'd put a cartridge slot in it. And because I've got hundreds of games in there. Now, my Atari 2600 still works, it's amazing how it's lasted all these years. But that's great. So a cartridge slot, so we could play my old Atari 2600 games. Because there's tons of homebrew games for the Atari 2600 that I'd love to get, but they're really expensive, but I'd like to get them anyway. But yeah, a cartridge slot, definitely, on the Atari VCS. Now, second thing was now, you see the way on the Atari Flashback 8 there, there's controller parts for Atari joysticks. I'd like something like that to be included, so we can use my old school Atari joysticks on the Atari VCS, so that's another thing I'd like to see on it. It'd make it better in my opinion, what else? That's about it. I can't think of anything else really. Yeah, would keep the look of the Atari VCS with the ridges and everything else. The USB parts, the HDMI part. The micro SD card slot. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure if it's a micro SD card slot or a standard SD card slot. I think it's a standard SD card slot. But yeah, I mean, I think that would make the Atari VCS even better if it had a cartridge slot, so we could use our cartridges on it. Put old school parts on it, so we can use our old Atari joysticks. That'd be awesome. I think it's something. I doubt Atari will do that. I think they should do that. But I don't think they will, because they want people to sort of move forward. If you understand what I mean, they don't want people to be too rooted in the past and not necessarily care about what's going to happen in the future, because Atari know that nostalgia is the main reason why fans like myself backed it from day one and supported it. But they also want to make people excited about their future endeavours, if you understand what I mean. Now, it's all about, see, every console manufacturer makes revisions to their hardware to make it slim models or whatever, to make them smaller, cheaper to manufacture, but you also make them better in certain ways also. It's all about, if the Atari VCS is a huge success, like the Nintendo Switch, which I hope it is, there's really no reason why it shouldn't be. I hope it is, I could see a revision where to put a cartridge slot in it, or old school controller part. I doubt they'll do something like that, but I think they should. I mean, it'll make me happy. Because I'm not. I say I make a lot of other old school Atari fans. They still have all their cartridges and their joysticks. Some people's Atari 2600s might have broken over the years, so this would be a good way to play them games. Because that's one thing that I was always pissed off about with the Atari flashbacks. They never put a cartridge slot in it, Now, AT Games made the Atari Flashback series. Now, in my opinion, when it comes to Atari the Yak Games have done a great job with the emulation of the games and the way their consoles look and how they work and all, you know. But they never put a cartridge slot in it because they want people to buy Atari Flashback 8, 9, 10 and so forth, you know. They're business and they want to make money. They're not going to put everything into one console and that's it, because they want to make an Atari Flashback 9, which is coming out, by the way. There's going to be an Atari Flashback 9, Atari Flashback 9 Gold. They want to make money. So they're going to... Now, the Atari Flashback 9 is going to have an SD card slot in it. So you can download games from Atari Age onto it and play, which is awesome. But you have to update the firmware of the Atari Flashback 9. Now, I don't have a PC, so I can't do that, you know. So I'd have to get someone else to do it for me, which I might do, you know. I am going to get the Atari Flashback 9 because it's going to have games on it that weren't on previous Atari Flashbacks, you know. But yeah, but as when the Atari VCS comes out, I hope that it's a runaway success, you know. I hope it puts Atari back at the top of gaming. We'll say, yeah, it could. Now, another thing I'd like to see with the Atari VCS, give it more storage, more than 32 gigabytes. Give it like 500 gigabytes or a terabyte, so it can run games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, you know. Now, in my opinion, it's gonna, the Atari VCS, it'd be great if it got something like that, some games like that, or if Atari could make their own sort of Call of Duty sort of game. I'd play it, I love Call of Duty. But Atari have said that they're only going to focus on Atari style games, you know. They're not going to do anything like Call of Duty or Battlefield, which is disappointing. But like I said, I've got an Xbox already to play them games. But if it put more storage space in the Atari VCS, you know, make it more powerful. But then again, the cost is going to go up because of that. But if the Atari VCS is a huge success like the Switch is, then I see these sort of things happen, especially when like storage or making it more powerful and cheaper, you know. But is it going to be a success like the Nintendo Switch? I hope it is. I hope it is. But I'm gonna remain positive in the fact that when it comes out, it'll surprise and make a lot of people happy. At the very least, it'll do that, you know, especially to all the people that are still saying no about the Atari VCS, that still calling it a scam, that are calling it a fucking a failure. If it comes out, that'll surprise all them people, especially long time. Like I said, we've had Atari fans come right out and say, I'm not getting this, you know what I mean, and fair enough, you know. So yeah, but yeah. So they're like improvements and things that I think that I'd like to see on the Atari VCS, like a cartridge slot so we can play my Atari 2600 games, and controller parts so I can use my old school Atari joysticks, you know, because one day my Atari 2600 will break, you know. It's amazing that it's lasted as long as it did. We got over 40 years. But we take care of my stuff, you see. I don't throw it around or damage it or anything. I keep it in the one spot as much as possible. I don't like moving my stuff around that much. But the only thing is, the only old school television I have left is down their sitting room, and that's really the family television, so they can watch television. The only time we can use my Atari 2600 on it is when they're all in bed, so I can't use it as much as I'd like to. Now the old school televisions are all pretty much gone now. So the only televisions now are all the new 1080p 4K televisions, and I think it's fucking ridiculous that these new televisions don't have an RF connection. Because over here in the world we use RF to plug in our Atari 2600. We don't use coaxial or anything like that. So there's no RF lead, you know, and SCAR connection is going out of style also. You know, the only thing that's left is the red, white and yellow, you know, the AV cables. So it's only a matter of time before that goes as well. Eventually everything gets obsolete and is replaced by something better. That's just the way it is with technology. Uh, but like yeah, so like they're like improvements that I'd like to see with the Atari VCS, you know. But I still like the fact that it's an open Linux PC experience. It has the Atari Vault built in. You know, the joystick looks cool with the LED lights. The controller looks sweet. You know, the fact that you can put your own operating system onto it, your own software, your own compatible software, is awesome. You know, there's no like limitations. You know, but it's not gonna be as powerful as an Xbox One X. So, like I said, I won't run that on the Call of Duty, and Atari said that they're not gonna do anything like that. But who knows in the future? Like if the Atari VCS is a huge success, then they might make these changes. You know. So they're my opinions on that. You know. What do you guys think? Like with the Atari VCS, you know. There's just some of my opinions. You know. Uh, so yeah. Yeah, so that's it in this video. Thanks for watching if you're watching, and we'll see you all later. Take care, bye bye.